Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for more One Piece, the anime. Today we're gonna be checking out episodes 54 and 55. Now last week I put out a poll to see how we're gonna handle the filler episodes of the show now that we're kind of getting out of these main arcs and stuff like that. And some of these are gonna be a little more prominent rather than these just like one or two one-offs that we saw throughout the previous arcs up until this point. So I wanted to see what you guys wanted to do, put out the poll. You know, a small group of people were just like, just react to everything. And then we had, you know, I think the overwhelming majority were like, just react to the canon episodes, but at least watch the filler because it's not as bad as some other anime, and some is even better than some of the mainline stuff. So that was the majority winner, followed closely by just reacting to the canon episodes and just skipping the filler outright. And when I was looking at filler lists, you know, obviously these two episodes came off on most of them as being skippable, though I saw some comments from you guys and in other message boards because I was trying to feel things out saying that these two episodes, at least of this arc, does have mixed canon elements. But then looking at the thumbnail for episode 61, which according to the list that I saw is the next canon episode, has the little girl from the picture in this one. So I don't know, man. It's so fucking confusing. Because I also don't want to half start an arc and then just quit in the middle of it. So maybe we'll just watch this arc and just see it through and we'll play it by ear, or maybe I'll just fuck it. I don't know. Just do all of the episodes regardless of what the poll said. Either way, we got more One Piece coming. We'll figure it out as we go. And I'm not opposed to skipping filler, but if I'm going to start an arc, I don't know. I feel like I gotta at least see it through. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Guys, let me know what you think at the end of this, regardless. So we'll see how it goes. With that said, let's get ready to jump in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you got Miracle's channel, it gives you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for reacting the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, just trying to make it worth your while. So you're already support the channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. With that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 54. Here we go. Also, let me just throw this out there. What do you guys feel about the HD re-releases of the earlier episodes and stuff like that? Because I've been watching the original, you know, boxed version of this rather than the HDs. Is there a difference? Does it matter other than being slight? Well, it's not even better quality. It's just cropped and zoomed in, really, because all it does is you lose image. Because I did compare them after the fact to see how that goes, because sometimes it's better for getting thumbnails pulling from those episodes. But is there any other differences aside from the cropping that makes them worth it? Or should I just stick with watching the original format until there's only the one format? Because I did see that later there's no option anymore. Anyway, just a thought. Just getting some thoughts out of my head in the middle of the opening here. Dude, I'd be tripping too if I just got smashed in the face with a full-on door. Dude, she shut him down. God damn. Oh my god. Dude, how light must she be if the wind just kind of took her like, well, I guess more so the door got caught on the wind, and I've been in that situation. When the wind catches a door and just goes, boom, pulls you with it. Oh my, wait, hold on. Why did cutting that make the mast fall over? I thought that wasn't a support, was it? I guess so. Grandpa Dragon. So that doesn't have anything to do with the guy we just ran into, right? The guy that followed the storm. Wow, she really took a leap of faith there, man. God, gotta give her credit for that, at least. That is a character design. Just Eric. A clue to the elixir of immortality. The fuck? Oh. He's like a mercenary or a PI? What exactly is he? This Marine is hiring him. Maybe a bounty hunter? I don't know. He's not a Marine. Got that much. Hey, at least they got some calm seas for now. Is it her on the raft? He heard lunch and he was all in. Wow. Dude, he just wanted to take a nap. No shit. No shit. I'm sure you can come up with a multitude of reasons as to why a girl would be stranded on a raft in the middle of the ocean. Dude, she cannot catch a break from smashing her forehead into something. She okay? Come on. Something? Anything? Okay. Wow. How much time was she frozen like that, man? Yo. Whoa. That was cool. Usopp, though, they did not do him any favors in that image. Everybody else looked pretty badass. I'm sorry, was that a giant mouse trap? Oh my god! They had to rig the kitchen to keep his late night snacking ass from getting to the food. You know, while I was in Vegas, I totally missed out on being able to go to the One Piece Cafe, officially licensed. I didn't have the time. I did go to their little merch shop though, because they had a booth at the convention I was at. I got yet another straw hat to add to the collection. But yeah, man, they got One Piece themed food and it looked insane. When I go back next year, I'm gonna definitely have to take a stop over there and check it out, assuming it's still in business, which I imagine it would be. Yeah, sorry, Zoro. You're the most evil looking one here. We're gonna play that card. Aww. I think their personality really does shine through in these situations. It comes off very genuine and earnest, so like they can win people over pretty quickly, especially when they're like, we're not your typical pirates. And I think it's pretty obvious when you see how they interact with one another. It's fucking cute. What's she doing with that knife? What the fuck? What breakfast oh my god. What is this? The first ever pizza I tried to bake looked almost exactly. Oh my lord, what did she do? What? But yeah, the first ever pizza I tried to bake turned out pretty much exactly like that, except it was absolutely rock solid. Leave it to Luffy to just eat anything. When I was setting the temperature, there was a Celsius option, and it's like, it was baking like 450, something like that, but I had accidentally kicked it over to Celsius. Now, I don't think it actually could potentially even reach that temperature. No way I think a standard oven can reach 450 degrees Celsius, but I'm sure that thing had to have maxed out its heat capabilities, because that thing looked like it was freaking nuked. Pulled it out, dropped it, it spun like a gigantic ass coin. Might as well have been a mini manhole cover. Luffy is something else. Now he just wants barbecue. Which doesn't sound half bad right now. Yep, kinda gave yourself away there. Are you a super villain? Luffy. She's got the secret to this elixir then, I see. That's what that Marine Commodore was after. And she was that clue that got away, right? Warship Island. Yeah, you know they were gonna take you. No. I love these guys, man. No, that's fine. Shut up, Luffy. If it's edible and you can put it in your mouth, you'll be happy. Oh, what the fuck is this? Jimmy Neutron ice cream ass hair. I was in the shadows before, I couldn't get a good look at that, but good God. He's getting too excited. God damn it, Luffy, man. He's like, oh, they must need so many ships for me because I'm awesome. The elixir of immortality, the Dragonite. Well, I can tell you if you find a Dratini first, you can get that, level up a little bit. You'll eventually get a Dragon Air. Once that's matured, eventually, hear me out, eventually you'll get a Dragonite. God, the way Usopp just sprung up like that was great. The fuck? He said a wind is coming, a strong wind. Fucking out here speaking to the seagulls? The fuck was that? I mean, she can sense it too. She's got weird fucking weather senses herself. Or was she just taking her lead? Because we know she sensed that fucking storm before it came back on, back at Logtown. No, what's it? What's south? The calm belt. It's swallowed by the sea. What is the calm belt? So did she actually sense it herself as well, or was it the girl? And what is Zoro? What's going on with Zoro, man? Wait. Oh, there's no wind hitting the sail. There's not even a ripple on the sea. What the fuck? You're gonna end it right there, fuck. All right, so based on that, I'm going to assume it's like a patch of water or something where there's no currents, let alone any wind. Hell, like unless I'm like was seeing things, or maybe I didn't know what to look for at the time, but it seemed like also when Zoro was looking around, the clouds weren't moving either. So is it there's just no wind or current here at all? Is that why he was like, we got to turn around before we enter the calm belt? Because if you hit that stretch, you're just stranded until you sink, starve, or whatever. I mean, that would be terrifying, man. But like, couldn't you just solve that with some oars? I would assume any ship as a backup would be packed to the brim with fucking oars. Like, I don't know, man. Depending on how large a stretch of span that is, I mean, it may be impractical or infeasible to try to, traverse it purely in that way without exhausting your crew. Or is there something else here that makes it even more dangerous? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I don't really have a lot to talk about in this, except there's this girl who apparently, whatever she was captured for her knowledge, whatever she's keeping away from our crew, and this guy is like seeking this elixir of immortality. He's hired this fucking ice cream code Jimmy Neutron dude who to track her down, giving him this fleet to make sure he gets her back, because she's got some clue or is the clue to finding this elixir, this dragonite, this component that may or may not grant immortality. But yeah, man, that's kind of all I got for that one. So let's go ahead and jump into episode 55. Here we go. In the last episode, I couldn't quite place it what that reminded me of, like that whole scene with Luffy outstretching like that and then pulling her back around. What it was, like, you guys remember those freaking like sticky hands you get in like the little like quarter machines? I don't know, like some fucking kids watching this probably have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But like, they're like stretchy little goop hands that stick to stuff and you can like, whoop, and then they stretch, then they can stick to stuff and sometimes you just pull stuff back. That's exactly what it reminded me of. Part of the sea where nothing moves a muscle. I would say logistically, it is impossible for there never to be a gust of wind through here, but it's a mystical world. I'll let it slide. But there's definitely shit living in the water, though. Seems like a perfect, like, feeding ground for something, for creatures to eat stray ships that get trapped here or whatever. Luffy is not getting it. Oh, there's one on both sides? What the fuck? Reasons unknown. There's no wind, no current. Oars. Invest in oars. See, look at that. We got some sums in the water here. Luffy, she just said there's no wind. Pay attention, lad. Yeah, dude, look how big these things are. Oh. All right, well, what we got? What we got? Whoa, what? These designs, man. Is the nest of the Sea Kings. We're in a bit of trouble here, man. No one move. Their vision's based on movement. Okay, so they do have oars. Okay, we shouldn't be that stressed out then. Zoro's got freak strength. So, like... Wait, one of them is literally just a giant frog. But still so tiny compared to some of the other ones. What's she trying to do here? What? I guess she's trying to make it sneeze? But there's no way that hair was so huge that she was able to yank that thing. Look at that! That's huge! I mean, I don't know. Who knows how much it weighs? I mean, it looks big and thick and dense. I fucking should have stopped talking. But it worked. They pulled a bit of a monstro here. Dude, these things are fucking freaky looking. Not half as freaky as the fucking weird-ass amalgamation animals from that one dude's little box island. That little box guy's island. Alright, there we go. Out of the calm belt. Solve that problem real quick. Doesn't look like anything like a warship. Oh my god, it's huge. I just noticed the scale to the boat. What warship looks like that? I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know what a warship looks like. Whatever. Oh god, of course. Dude, I love their derpy ass ram head. It's the most unthreatening thing you could see on a pirate ship, I gotta say. But fits our crew, man. Fits our crew. Luffy. Oh my god. Luffy, I love you. Oh great, they're here still. Grandpa Bokuden. So not Grandpa Ryu? No, why would it be a barbecue restaurant, Luffy? Pork buns will have to settle. See, look at that fucking ram. So cute, so derpy. Oh my lord. Eric! Oh my god. Oh god, just all over his face. Oh, the cat's is clawing at the door. You're always starving, Luffy. Bullshit. Millennial dragons. Bones of those dragons are called dragonite. It's said to be an elixir of immortality. Okay. And like a dragon Atlantis then? Wait. She said Grandpa Ryu. Ryu is dragon. Does she know like the location of maybe a living one? Or maybe the location where the city was? I guess from that angle, I could kind of see it being a little warship-like. 18 children! What? Oh my god, man. What in the world is this story, man? Hold on, Grandpa Ryu. She's packing up the food. She's packing up the food. She knows where a dragon is, doesn't she? That's the secret she's protecting. Oh, okay. His sleepiness actually won out over his hunger. I'm kind of surprised. At least she left one for him. So we started with the first king, and he's on like 1100 and something in this story, man. What the hell? Oh, they're gonna blame him for it? Yeah. Damn, all those bonds would have to be heavy as fuck to leave it. Well, I mean, guess not, depending on how loose the soil is. Like a trail like that. It looks like it carved into the dirt, man. Gamagam! Suspicious bridge. Yeah, she said Ryuji that time. She found a fucking dragon. She's found a living one, right? That's a lot of food. And it's plenty of food for something big, I would imagine. Wow. Luffy does not give a fuck. Oh. Let me see. Yo, did it get bonked on the head? Dude, that is awesome looking. Aww. The dragons were just legends. Wait, can he understand him too? Whatever. Whatever. Oh. The whisper fruit. Wait, so then that's... Wait, hold on. So that's how she can do it. That's her fruit power. How did Luffy? Was it just like intense empathy or was it something else? It just takes me back to like that Shanks moment too. You know, when he just glared down that big old sea serpent and it just fled. Did he give it like a telepathic command? I don't know. I guess we'll figure that out eventually. I'm sure we will. Might be drawing a connection that's not there yet. I'm just curious if her whole fruit power is to do this thing. How does Luffy, on top of his own fruit power, also able to do this? Oh.
その場所がどこなのか、リュウジーはもうはっきりと覚えていないんだって。もうすっかり年老いちゃって、飛ぶ力もなくして。でも帰りたいって、私なんとかしてあげたいんだけど、そんな島どこにあるのか全然わからなくてさ。伝わってる伝説だけじゃ何の手がかりにもならないし。だからたまたまこの島に立ち寄った海軍にちょっと聞いてみたの。
Oh, and that's how they found out about it.
あの人たち竜骨を探してたの。竜骨って不老不死の？あいつらそんなものを狙ってアピスを？竜神にもらった爪をペンダントにしていたせいもあるかもしれないけど、それであの嵐の中
Oh,
を。
her necklace. It must actually have been a piece of dragonite then.
でも私どうしても竜神を
Because it looked like a tooth
竜神いつも言ってるわ。
or something like that.
戻ればきっと元気になるって。何年かかっても必ず見つけてあげるの。絶対何としても見つけてあげるの。よし、じゃあ俺が連れてってやる。ルフィ、話聞いてた？ロストアイランドは海に沈んだって言ってんでしょうが。でも伝説の千年竜だっていたんだから、ロストアイランドだってきっとどっかにあるさ。
Hey, sometimes his brain works, you know? Sometimes he can put something together, man. It's like, hey, if this is here, then the island surely is probably somewhere. We just gotta find it. No one thought this was real. Ah! He's a little senile. Oh, that's funny. Girl had a pendant with a millennial dragon's claw. I guess claw could work too. I didn't even think about that. Oh shit, damn, that flew by. All right, man, I'm not gonna lie. I know not a lot of like action or anything happened in these 2 episodes, but lore and storyline wise, I'm kind of intrigued by, you know, just the things that we're learning. Like, you know, not some, you know, we don't really know anything too much about this Commodore and Eric or whatever, anything like that, or anything of the sort, but just like the world building, like the legend of this island, both warship as well as the Lost Island and this dragon's nest, and then them finding this surviving dragon who's just trying to find his way home. I find it extremely touching, and the fact she's keeping this secret and she was trying not to let it get out, but at the same time trying to help take care of him, give him some strength back so that when it does return that he can make his way back home. But in his increased age, he's kind of lost track of where things are. He knows it's soon, but he doesn't know where. So that's the part they got to figure out. And also before the Marines get their hands involved in this. Again, man, every Marine, Overlord, Commodore, whatever we come across are also unique and different. And most of the time, they're just all out for their own shit. It's so scummy. Like, this guy's just out here lording over and slothing over and hedonizing over all this kind of stuff, and also trying to just prolong his life, probably because he's going to eat himself into a fucking grave. And again, every time, it doesn't fail. Every time the team just puts aside their goals, their aims, or whatever, and takes a moment to help someone else, and just without really much thought, this always warms my heart. You know, this whole thing, like Luffy just learned about this, is like, yeah, okay, we'll help you do it. She didn't ask. She didn't even imply that she needed any additional help or even wanted it. And he's just like, you know what? Don't worry. We'll help you figure this out. And also with the way that they just, you know, nonchalantly agreed to help her return home, even though it was a kind of detour away from what they were after, even though it's not much of one. Realistically, looking at the map, it's not a huge detour. Like, heading towards the island is still heading towards the Grand Line. It just always warms my heart every time the team is just like, we got you. They care about people, and it shows, and again, that they are good pirates. They're not like all the other ones. I think that shows in their attitudes, their air, their charisma, and the camaraderie that they share with each other, as well as their ship. I keep talking about the ram in this episode, or the Going Merry. Outside of the skull itself, even though it's smiling and a big old derpy smile, it's still a skull. But, you know, that's the only thing that even remotely seems or could be interpreted as imposing in any way, shape, or form. But I don't know, man. They just always brighten up a place when they arrive there. Then on top of this dragon lore, we also learned about the Calm Belt. And now I don't know, does it run the entire stretch of the Grand Line on both sides? And like, how large even is the Grand Line? Because on those maps, it looks so thin. Like, how much hides in there if it's that, or is it just scale? Is it look thin on the map, but it is just massive. And even so, width-wise, it's not that big, but like, I don't know how big the world is, like how long it stretches. You know, the Sea King's nest there, I don't know what those are, but sounds imposing. And, you know, ships get stranded there, and it's just perfect, you know, easy pickings for them to munch down on the ship and its denizens and supplies and all that kind of stuff, fatten them up. I don't know, I'm very intrigued by the lore of this story, at least. So I'm not that mad if we do continue on and just finish this storyline out, see how it all concludes before we hit that episode 61. Because I do remember, and again, I was just trying to figure this out. I didn't look into any spoilers, read anything like that. Hell, I didn't even read the titles of the episodes, but I did see, I thought, in the thumbnail for episode 61, yeah, it's that girl. So I don't know. But guys, I'm curious, how do you all feel? What do you want to do? Let me know. Sound in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember to see the full-length reaction. As always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Benny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, York, Scott Melito, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, Justice Smith, Amy Becca, Brendan Boyd, and Zachary. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.